You know, just about every single brand now, ladies and gentlemen, that we once knew, loved, bought from, has opted to go down this woke, stunning, brave, progressive route. It gets tiring, right? Especially this year, it feels like things have got more crazier than ever. It's becoming extremely hard for people to find a brand they resonate with, a brand that doesn't undermine conservative values. And I said in a video many months ago, because of this route, people will end up creating their own brands, their own companies that aren't to do with woke culture, that doesn't push progressive ideology. And today we're reporting on some news that that situation is now happening. We have an NBA player that goes by the name of Jonathon Isaac. I'm sure many of you have heard of him. He is set to release an anti-woke clothing line that is going to go by the name of Unitus. We have the freedom to create an alternative. NBA star Jonathon Isaac, who refused to take the knee during the national anthem, will launch pro-Christian anti-woke clothes line. NBA player Jonathon Isaac will launch an anti-woke line of clothing aimed at supporting conservative values, set to drop in August 2023. Writing on Twitter, the Orlando Magic star said, "Retail brands have the freedom to go woke. We have the freedom to create an alternative. We can be proud of what we believe in. We don't have to hide or be ashamed of it," he told Amala Ekpunobi in a recent PragerU documentary covering the launch. Isaac spoke to conservative non-profit and advocacy group PragerU in a documentary titled Unwoke Inc, where he explained the decision for launching the new brand. Unitus is a sports and apparel company, and the basis of it for me is freedom. You have companies that are in the field who have made a conscious decision to either attack or undermine Christian values, conservative values, and things like that. And I think they have the free choice to do so, as much as I disagree, but I feel that we also have the freedom to create what we want to create. And this, for me, you know, is what we need more of, because I'm starting to realize, and maybe this is my ignorance, maybe my positive mindset is getting the better of me, but I'm starting to realize, you know, these billion-dollar companies, these huge companies, are never going to go down this route again, because it affects their CI index scores and their little ESG scores, which apparently they care so much about, you know, so it's left to the individuals to create their own clothing lines, their own brands. It seems like these companies are all in favor of going against, sometimes, a large majority in the favor of a small minority. So if companies are going to continue pushing this certain political propaganda, this progressive ideology, which they will, regardless if they're forced to or not, if these companies are going to keep on doing that, why would people support them? Why would you, I, and many others support them? When we see companies going down the route of pushing progressive ideology onto kids, or taking women's clothing away from them in the form of swimsuits, sports bras, leggings, because they want to put men in them. You know, we want to run in the opposite direction, because when we see a company standing for those things, we know that signifies to us that company no longer stands for the truth. And I am all in favor now of supporting companies, people who stand for the truth and who don't stand for everything. So in the end, they stand for nothing. A lifestyle choice adopted by many in today's world. That's clear to see. And especially when a company opts to go down the progressive route, when they put a man in a swimsuit or leggings, sports bras, they create clothing for kids that has progressive ideology on it, that offers a big consequence for the future in terms of the culture, because they're telling everybody that is normal. This is the way now. This is the way the world works. And if people, the average person, see Nike pushing this, then they're going to slowly start to accept it, because if Nike are telling everybody it's normal, well, then it must be. And I think many people are looking for a brand that stands for something truthful and not being there to push certain political propaganda. This is the state of the world now. It's sad, but that is the state of the world, right? But to promote this new clothing line that is set to release in August 2023, Jonathon Isaac has sent out the following tweet to tell everybody what is going down, and has attached a video to it. He goes on to say, "Retail brands have the freedom to go woke. We have the freedom to create an alternative. Unitus launches August 2023. Stay tuned." And as I said, he's attached a video to this where he worked with PragerU, as we read out in the article earlier. And he says the same statements, obviously, because they took statements from the video. But the video itself is great. It is amazing. It is great to see a man standing for something in today's world, Christian values, conservative values. I'm sure you'll enjoy this. Take a listen.
Hollywood going woke was pretty easy to see coming. But what happened next, no one expected. Sports went woke. See that guy standing while everyone else is kneeling? That's Jonathon Isaac. He plays for the Orlando Magic in the NBA. He also happened to be one of the few NBA players who publicly expressed discomfort with supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. This all came to a head when the players on his team decided to collectively kneel during the national anthem. So he did what he felt was right. He stood. Now, Jonathon is launching his own apparel company called Unitus in hopes of bringing people together over love of God and country.
Unitus is a sports and apparel company, and the basis of it for me is freedom. You have companies that are in that field who have made a conscious decision to either attack or undermine Christian values, conservative values and things like that. And I think that they have the free choice to do so, as much as I disagree. But I feel that we also have a freedom to create what we want to create.
Left to right, show me what you moving like. Ooh, feeling right, keep it moving side to side.
The hope is to be able to sign athletes across all different sports and to create a real infrastructure of people who are in the sports world, moms and dads who want to buy their kids sneakers and clothes, but want to give their money to a company that they know is going to work towards bolstering their values.
Ooh, ready to go, up in the way, moving the tide, starting the way.
We can be proud of what we believe in. We don't have to hide or be ashamed of it. As the day continues to get, darker and darker and crazier, you standing up for what you believe in is only going to get harder, but it's only going to become more and more necessary.
Yeah, if this is available to me in the UK, you can bet I am buying something from there. But moving away from the product, the clothing line itself, okay, there is one line in that video that Jonathon Isaac says that really hits me. He says, as things get darker, as things get more crazier and crazier, standing up for what you believe in is going to become harder. Now, I don't have to go into that. We all know what that means, and we all feel it every single day. But it is sad we've reached that state, right? We've reached a state in the world where people are actively going out of their way to dismantle everything and rewrite the truth. Standing up for the truth now is viewed as bad. Nobody wants to hear the truth. People are actively creating a new, progressive, delusional world for people to live in. And it is sad that somebody like Jonathon Isaac has to. It is great that he's doing it, and I fully support it. But the more you think about it, it is sad people have to go out of their way to create a new clothing line to push back against all these other companies who are pushing progressive ideology very heavily. That to me says a lot about the world right now. It says a lot about the state of society. I hope this inspires other people to go about and create their own clothing lines, their own clothing brands, other brands. And, I fully support them. It's nice to see people standing for something in a world where, as I've said earlier, a load of people just stand for everything. But that is the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed today. If you have, leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.